What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Executive's View. I'm your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons, and this is the view from on top, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with the execs, and I do appreciate that. You guys know how I get down. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, X, TikTok. We're doing big things, the big places. Definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I don't do this by myself. I got a slew of brothers that are sitting here and chop it up and ready to talk about everything around the world of sports. The homie Villains in the building. What's going on, Villain? How we doing this evening, sir?
Villain in the building, ready to talk some sports. A lot of fun stuff going on right now. How y'all doing, man?
We is good. We is good, man. Larry's back in the building. What's going on, Larry? How we doing, sir?
Hey man, me and Barry over here, we doing double duties around here, man. Look, we trying to keep it going, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, your show was fire, man. Your show was great.
If you're new, if you ain't heard about it, man, we had Orange and Blue Skies on at like 8 o'clock, and then we kicked them out the building, and then the 49ers show came in and did their thing, and you know, Bang Bang Niner Gang and a bunch of other dumb stuff, man.
Hey, Barry opened the door. We kicked it down.
Yeah, kicking the door, waving the fofo, right, Larry? You know,
yeah, man. Hey, look, Barry wasn't started, and they brought in the closers.
CK's in the building. What's going on, CK? How we doing, sir?
Oh, Stuart, don't get a shout out, bro. Dog don't get a shout out,
man. My man and his dog, man. What's going on? How we doing today?
In the building.
Man, we got a lot to talk about, man, and I ain't gonna waste you guys' time, man. But I wanted to start with a little bit of something we don't normally talk about here on this network, man. The Masters has come and gone, and Rory McIlroy decided to win another one, man. I unfortunately was out of pocket, didn't get a chance to take a look at it, but Villain, you brought this to the table. You wanted to talk a little bit about it, man. Where's your head at with the Masters? That was.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, Chandler and I talked about it a little bit. Like, Rory McIlroy got up to a really hot start, had a six-stroke lead, and then he almost McIlroy, right, doing what he normally used to do, almost blew it. But then, had a really good final round. Had birdies on 7, had birdies on 8. I mean, that his approach on the Amen corner, that's one of the most iconic 3-hole, courses or three-hole. Whatever you call it, right? But it's iconic. Amen corner. Everybody knows what it is, right? I think it's 13 and the 13th hole. And, he approached it, got that birdie, and then it was off from the races. I mean, I don't pull for McIlroy. I wanted to see him win. It was nice, but I mean, I was pulling hard for Scotty Scheffler, and he just could not get over the hump. And, I think it was down to his 15th hole, and he had on par 5 and hit it into the woods. And, I was like, oh, God, he's never going to get it. And then his second shot, if you watch, he hit the tree. He hit the tree, and I'm like, oh, my God, he's not going to do it. But then he birdied that hole. And even hitting the tree, getting into the rough with the pines, and I thought, okay, and then he got another bird. I was like, okay, I think he can get back in because he's only 3 strokes down, but just couldn't get over that hump in the last couple holes and really make a really aggressive move to get after get after McIlroy. So McIlroy, one of only 4 people to win back-to-back Masters. The Golden Bear. And Tiger Woods are 2 of the other ones. I think Faldo was another one too. So, listen, respect to McIlroy. The Masters, to me, like I said, is my favorite golf event, right next to British Open. I love watching the Masters. Tiger made it much more fun, but it's still such an iconic golf course in such an iconic setting. The crowd was really into it, so I love watching it. It was great.
Yeah, man. I mean, looking at the scores here, man, you had several guys that were, 10 under. Scheffler was 11 under. And so, I mean, it looked like it was a good, field there. CK, man, I know you say you didn't catch much of it. Did you want to double tap on anything that Villain said, or just want to move on?
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not a McIlroy fan. I was rooting for him to fail, especially, but coughing up a 6-shot lead on Saturday in a major.
Yeah.
And pulling it out on Sunday. whether you like a player, golfer, whatever you want to call these guys or not, bro, that's tremendous mental fortitude. This is a solo thing. Golf is where basically you're playing against yourself and what's in your mind. And we all know, because we all play competitive sports, once you get in your own head, it's a wrap. It doesn't matter about how much talent you have. Once you get in your own head, it's a wrap. And for a guy who has choked away a lot of majors, a lot of tournaments early in his career, to be able to overcome giving up that lead and then taking it back, that's historic, whether you like him or not. And I need to just say this so we can move on. The people at Augusta National are clowns because I think it was 1964. Nicholas won his second Masters. So he put when you win the Masters, the previous champion puts the green jacket on. Because he was the one who had it, he put on his own jacket. It's this iconic shot on TV. They could have let McIlroy do that with all he's been through. Instead, they had, we got to have the club chairman get some damn FaceTime. So he's going to, listen, bro, nobody knows who you are. We don't care who you are. The only people you know you got that job is your family. Go away. All right? Go away.
Oh man, I get it. Like, I don't think Tiger put the jacket on himself when he went back to back though.
No, they should have let him do it too.
Yeah, so I think maybe after the Golden Bear did it, they didn't want them to do it themselves. They wanted to have the honor of it's like somebody crowning you. You know what I'm saying, fam? Like somebody putting the crown and kind of like James Brown putting the robe on you, bent over. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like that. But no, I feel you. They could have done that, but either way, it works for me.
Yeah. Larry, talk to me, big dog. I'm not sure if you caught any of the Masters over the weekend. I know you was at the little sneaker thing, so I ain't know.
Don't say little, brother. Don't say little. Don't say little, brother.
Yeah, real talk, off topic. I was in my feelings, man, because I don't see anything like that out here in the DMV.
Hey, I sent y'all boys to WWE, man. Look, hey,
I seen it.
Hey, I was right there. I was like, look, my boys from the show, they gonna love this.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Look, I even Coach not on, man, but I even sent Coach the gear because I know he like gear. I was like, let me know. But no, I caught the highlights. I caught the highlights of it. Two things that I'll take away from it. That shot out of the bunker, that was a good shot to get out of the sand, because most guys, they don't get out, especially not on one shot. Mm-hmm. So that was a shot, a really good shot. And then the one we put
hitting the tree, getting into the rough with the pines, and I thought, okay, and then he got another bird. I was like, okay, I think he can get back in because he's only 2 strokes down, but just couldn't get over that hump in the last couple holes and really make a really aggressive move to get after Scheffler. Get after McIlroy. So McIlroy, one of only 4 back-to-back Masters. The Golden Bear, and Tiger.
Wait a minute. The series? Did we lose series?
Another one too.
Yeah, we were talking about golf too much. And Sirius tried to cut us off.
Yeah, Sirius, I don't know what you playing in the background. Yeah, you listening to me and everything, man.
Yeah, we lose.
Lord have mercy. But I like to hear I hate to hear myself. I hate
no, technical difficulties. Like Brian. But sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulties over here. But I thought that was a great shot. That was a great shot.
Yeah.
And the shot, like I say, from in the woods that he hit, that was a really good shot.
That was huge. Huge.
But I'll say this, and I know Unc, you might want to double tap, man. The struggles that he's went through, and to see where he's at right now, that's the best thing I can take from the weekend, man.
Yeah.
And you got to give him his flowers right now and let him take his stride, man. So that's what I took from it. But yeah, I was kind of out of the pocket a little bit.
I feel like, yeah, again, my apologies for the technical difficulty, man. This thing is going crazy on me. But with that being said, wanted to move on a little bit, man, talk a little bit about this NBA playoffs, man. That the play-in tournament has started right now as we currently speak. The Hornets and the Miami Heat are locked up in a close one, man. The Miami Heat are up by 5 right now into the third quarter. But we got the bracket. We got things looking like they're gonna really kind of materialize a little bit. The Knicks did their thing. The Knicks show did their thing yesterday, kind of breaking down their matchup versus the Atlanta Hawks. So if you missed that one, go take a look at that. We got the Lakers. Yeah.
Where's the launch pad? Where's the launch pad?
You know what? Here's the
He's
funny
just
thing.
already grinning.
We don't even want
Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
we are battered fans right now. We need to do that,
Cut his
John. We'll talk about the launch pad, but here's where the
Got
tournament.
scheduled it for like 4 weeks, and then I'm
Yeah.
waiting to hear about it.
Coming.
I need y'all to beat the Lakers now. You hear me?
We'll
I
see
know
about
I
that.
need y'all to beat the Lakers.
We'll see about that.
Rockets
Here's what the tournament looks like going into play tonight, man. Right now, we have the 9-10 matchup being played, and then later on this evening, we got the 7-8 on the West. Tomorrow, we got 7-8 on the East and 9-10 on the West. But looking at this bracket, man, where's your head at, man? CK, I'll start with you, big dog. Like, where's your head at with this?
I know that if the Rockets lose to the Lakers, Ime Udoka needs to be they not even need to let him on the damn team playing. All right, let me start there. That should be a walkover for the Rockets because it's LeBron and who? You got 41-year-old LeBron and who? DeAndre Ayton, who somebody's gonna think that he's the second coming of Kareem when he's not. Rui Hachimura.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, whatever his name is. Who shows up every so often. The Nick thing, you got some clowns, Kuhn and A. Smith for one of them, talking about they can't lose to the Hawks and this, that, and the third. Nobody's paid attention to the fact that once the Hawks got rid of Trae Young, they took off. They took off because Trae Young is a losing player. He's a losing player. That's why he's on the Wizards, along with Anthony Davis. But anyway, that Hawks team is a problem. That Hawks team is a problem. I could see the Hawks beating the Knicks simply because they're younger, they're more athletic, and they ain't got nothing to lose. The Knicks have only beat them by a total of 6 points in the 2 games they won out of 3 games they played. So every game came down to the last possession. So I like that. As I told Sirius earlier, I think Portland is going to beat Phoenix in the play-in. I really do. I like what Thiago Splitter's done with that team, especially being a first-time head coach. What's the other one we got?
We got the Heat playing the Hornets currently. We have
Denver and Minnesota. Denver and Minnesota is going to be a barn burner. I don't care what other playoff games you do or don't watch. You want to watch every game of that. Because Nikola Jokic is averaging a triple-double against the Timberwolves. He's averaging a triple-double. So that's going to be a really good one because Denver, I think, is the only team that can beat Oklahoma City or the Spurs. They're the only team that can beat them. So I think it's going to be some really good games. But Philly's in the play-in, right? Or are they in the series?
Yeah, they're in the play-in. They got Philly has Orlando.
Yeah, it's Cleveland.
Well, yeah, Cleveland has the Toronto Raptors. That's the 4-5 matchup.
Cleveland's going to lose. Cleveland is losing to the Toronto Raptors. I'm calling it right now. Go out, put $10 on it, win you some money.
Wow. Okay. All right. Boy. All right. Villain, talk to me, big dog. I mean, you see the bracket here. If you want to double tap on your Knicks and Hawks matchup, so big. But where's your head at with the rest
of the I'll keep it with the plan, and we can talk about the actual matchups. I mean, for me, obviously the Hornets and Heat are playing right now. I think the Hornets will pull this game out at home. I think they're playing one of the best basketball down the stretch for any team. So the Miami Heat are scrappy. They get after it. They're athletic too. You can't count out a Spoelstra coach team. But I think the Hornets should be able to get it, and it's good for them to get a home game in the play-in. That young team is putting a lot of good pieces together, right? I think we all talked about it. I like what they're doing with Miller, Ball. They got shooters. I mean, the kid, what's that kid's name?
Kneppel.
From Kneppel, right? So
Yep,
I
yeah,
always
yeah,
mess his name up.
yeah.
Thank you. Kneppel. I think they got a nice young core in Charlotte. It's about time. That city's been starving for a good team in Charlotte. So ironic that the GOAT, once he sells his mistake of the team, they start winning. Oops. Just like the Wizards, but well, not like the Wizards, they stink. But shout out to Charlotte. But I think Philly and Orlando. I think Orlando scuffle them a little bit. I
Mhm.
think Philly will sneak that game out, and they'll be locked into a matchup with the Boston Celtics. Boston versus Philly remind you of the old days, right? We had Dr. J, Magic. You know what I mean? Fist fighting in the middle of the court. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that series goes. I think Boston will handle them. I think you talked about Phoenix and Portland. Portland quietly, I think I talked about it, but didn't put a lot of emphasis on it. Portland's been quietly having a really good season. A lot of that young talent starting to come together. I think the best thing for them was the whole incident with Chauncey Billups. He's not there. The young coach that they have in there is really doing a great job of getting that team to play hard, play together. It's really good for Damian Lillard to still be in that organization. So shout out to Portland where they were, just middling for a while and
Yeah,
they really started to put it together. I don't think they could beat the Suns, in my opinion, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I'll put it that way. I think this will be a close game. So we'll see how that goes. But I like the Suns in that. And then the last one, the Warriors and the Clips, right?
Oh, that's who it was. I forgot. Go ahead.
yeah.
Whew, boy, Lord have mercy. It's the Warriors. You just gotta take them out back and just put them down. Just put
Yeah.
them down. Like they need to blow it up. I know they want to do right by Steph and try to get him a winner, but they're spending a lot of money on a team that's below 500. It's just not working. Every combination they figure out is not working. As good as that organization was getting 4 championships, you can see that they can't draft. All their draft picks really don't work out. And the free agents or the trades that they make to bring guys in around Steph haven't worked out. So, the GM they're just not building properly around their aging superstar. And it's showing. So I really feel like the Clippers will handle this team. I like what they're doing.
I
So yeah, what's that?
don't, respectfully, yeah, I don't. I think when you look at this Clippers and Golden State team, I think Golden State has been. I mean, they've been locked into the play-in for
Oh
probably
wow.
a month and a half now, and
Hmm.
so I think they've been preparing for a time such as this. And I'm not buying anything that the Clippers are selling. I haven't been for a long period of time. Now, do I expect Golden State to go on a magic carpet ride and upset OKC and all the things? No, I'm not expecting that at all. But I do expect them to beat the Clippers. Um, I just don't. I don't trust the Clippers at all. Going through the other ones really quick, and then Larry, I'll come to you, man. When you look at the 7-8 matchup out west with the Phoenix Suns and the Portland Trail Blazers, um, I have to go back to the very beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? And we sat here and CK was like, "Yo, don't sleep on the Suns. They're gonna be in the playoffs. They're gonna be in the playoffs." And we Rockets fans laughed at him because we just ended up, giving them our young guys and took KD and this, that, and the third, and then the whole Chauncey Billups thing popped off in the manner in which it did. So if you told me back then that the Blazers and the Suns would have an opportunity to not only make the playoffs, but be a 7 seed, I would call you crazy. I would think you were crazy. And so shout out to them. On the other side, this 9-10 matchup with the Heat and the Hornets. It's good basketball. I'm sitting here, it's on right next to me now, man, and just watching these teams, battle up and down and back and forth, man. It's weird because Spo always seems to get his team right here to play in. And then they go to work. Good goodness, Kobe White. He should be a Rocket anyway. He should be.
Oh, stop! Everybody should be a Rocket.
I'm still salty. I'm still salty. And then this 7-8 matchup. I'll be honest with you. I love basketball. I might not even watch this 7-8, this Sixers Magic game. I've never seen two teams
underachieved.
Right. It's just not good basketball. I understand that coaches always talks about his baby Magic and this, that, and the third, and it just ain't doing it for me. But I do like the rest of the field, man. If you look at the 3-6 matchup, with the Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets, these two teams, meet up, almost annually in some round of the playoffs. And it's him. He doesn't give two F's about who you are, what you've done before. He will punch it on your forehead and talk trash while he does it. So I love Anthony Edwards. I like his game. The Denver Nuggets have kind of been middle and around. And now this is the time when they kind of flip it into gear. The 5-4 matchup, Rockets and Lakers. As a Rockets fan, I'm not pleased. Nothing more would shock me to see us lose that series in 6. Nothing more. And if I'm picking it now, Rockets.
Listen, I need you to stop with this negative energy. Okay, I need you. We all are on one accord. We don't want the Lakers here.
No.
Do your work.
No.
Stick to the script and beat the Lakers.
Here's the funny thing about that statement. You have a mission with a team that can't complete said mission. To CK's point, Ime Udoka is about to be fired.
Dude, they're playing Bronny James.
I don't
give me a break.
I don't care.
Win the series. Stop being such a negative Nancy. I need you to fuck up. Okay? Fuck up, serious.
Look at Larry. Look at Larry. He understands it. He understands. No, listen, we are Rockets fans. We understand. Listen, we understand the assignment, and we failed all year to complete said assignment. Okay, there'll be some nice games in this series. You know what I'm saying? There'll be some nice games. KD and LeBron, they do their thing. But when it comes time to nut up and do what we need to do to get a stop to win a game, or to make a critical free throw to get it done, we ain't gonna get it done. Or to make a stop, we ain't gonna get it done because we ain't done that all year.
To quote the great philosopher Walter Sobchak from one of my favorite movies, The Big Lebowski, you've got to fuck up. You cannot drag this negative energy into the tournament. Okay?
Well, I know my squad very, very well. It's gonna be an interesting series. On the other side, the 4-5 matchup, I understand that James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, to borrow a CK phrase, are choking dogs. I don't think they're gonna choke here. When they get in the second round, that's when the choking tends to start. But James Harden and Donovan Mitchell are good for a series. And I think this is a perfect matchup for them. And the baby Raptors, but it's gonna be a good series. This Atlanta Knicks series is going to be fun to watch. If for nothing else, I got Barry on speed dial. You know what I'm saying? So just to hear Barry,
don't be calling me, harassing me.
You already know it's coming.
I don't call you when the Rockets choke. Don't do that.
You don't have to.
Don't you do that.
I'll call you.
Katie, I don't harass you. Wait, so Unc, I didn't get a chance to get Unc on the show last night because I really did it last minute, so I apologize, Unc. I want to hear Unc's perspective on the Knicks Hawks series. I want to hear what Unc guys say.
I think it's going to be a good series. I wouldn't put it past Atlanta to win because I like the young talent. The Knicks should win. This should be a 6-game series. because the Rockets are going to win at least one. I'll give them 2 games. But the Knicks should win, but it's going to be very exciting and very entertaining. And these games are going to come down to the last 2 minutes. Every game is going to come down to the last 2 minutes, which is, I think, the best you can ask for in a playoff series.
Yeah,
I got
and
Hawks.
do you think the young Hawks can excel in the last 2 minutes with the Knicks? That's where it's Brunson time. He's the most clutch
Yeah, right.
player.
That's why I think the Knicks should win. But I think Atlanta's going to win one of these games that comes down to that. They're going to win one of these games. That kid Jalen Johnson is a monster. That kid don't even know how good he is yet. He don't know how good he is yet. He's just playing off of young energy right now. He has no concept of setting up him, his play. All he's doing is just playing. Give him 2 seasons. That kid's gonna be a second team All NBA.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And
I think the Hawks are really athletic, serious, and I think Larry, you've talked about it too. They're really athletic on the wings. They give the Knicks a lot of problems because of their athleticism. They can switch. They can really get up on top of you and really force you to give up the ball and pressure the ball. But I think what the Knicks have done in the last week or two is what I talked about last night. Is like the pistol action that they're running at the top of the key with Towns and Brunson, the 2-man game. It's really going to put them in a bind, and they kind of debuted it against the Hawks, and you could see that guys weren't aggressive, really playing, pushing Cat off the ball, pushing off the spot, really trying to drop a little bit and really pressure, the ball. Like there's a lot of things that pistol action, that 2-man game that's working, and I think that might be a key. But one thing that's going to be a real key is, can the Hawks rebound? They don't have size like that. The Knicks do. So if that's why I don't have to run action for Cat and run the offense through him. Cat can clean up the boards and get 20 off of offensive rebounds. So if the Hawks can't rebound, it's going to be a short series. If they can get after the boards and be aggressive, I think they can push it to 6-7.
Yeah,
that's my gut.
So you got the Knicks in 7?
I got the Knicks in 6. I think the Knicks will win the first 2. They'll lose number 3. They'll win 4. They'll drop 5, and then they'll win 6 on the road and close it out. That's kind of how I feel.
That sounds right.
Larry, talk to me, big dog. Where's your head at?
I'm gonna go East West since we're talking East. I think the 76ers, they might be gonna get they Cancun trip booked. They fishing equipment together. I think even though the Magic haven't played that good, I think they send them home quick. Man, look, hey,
wow,
because Embiid's only gonna play what? Is he even playing the first game?
He's playing.
He's playing. I saw a video of him doing 8 steps as a step back against.
Didn't he have surgery the other day or something?
Yeah, he had his appendix removed. That boy ain't playing.
Yeah, so I don't think he's even playing.
When was this?
Like a week ago.
A week ago.
They cut it.
Wow.
When they cut your gut open, bro, that ain't no quick recovery.
Yeah, so he's not even playing.
He invents new ways to be injured, Larry. Like,
man, appendix burst.
Pay me my money. Pay me my money.
Look, yes, exactly. He's gonna be the first person that where they owners put in where they can deduct your supermax. Like, man, you owe us money now. We gave you supermax. You didn't miss so many games, man. You owe us money. Like,
dude, even insurance companies don't want to mess with him.
Dude, you remember how I used to see them movies, and he's like, you go to the store, your mama seen you and say, you better bring my change back. Hey, you gotta get them back their change, man, because that dude is missing so many games. But I think the Magic probably got enough to get past them. Them Hornets, man, been the hottest team in the NBA. I think they're gonna pull it out tonight. And whoever got to face them in that first round, man, they're gonna be in for a world of trouble. Especially if you can't defend the 3 against the Hornets, you are in trouble.
They jacking.
Trouble.
They jacking.
Yeah, you in trouble. So I say I want to see what's gonna happen with those 2 teams that come out of the play-in. I think the best series is probably gonna be that Knicks Hawks. I'm kind of agreeing with Barry if the Hawks can rebound, but You know who's been the second hottest team in the NBA?
Hmm.
The Hawks,
The Hawks.
bro.
Yeah.
Addition by subtraction, Larry. Addition by subtraction.
Like I would, if I was a Knicks fan, I would drive up to Cleveland and like punch somebody in the face, because you know they purposely position themselves into this position to have to play the Raptors and not the
Well,
Hawks.
the Raptors did that. The Raptors, I think they
Well,
didn't play, right? They didn't play
yeah,
anybody
well,
to
both
get.
of them
Yeah.
kind of put themselves in that position because they were trying to avoid the Knicks and they were trying to avoid the Hawks. So like this is actually working out really good for Cleveland. Even though beginning of the season, I said watch out for the Raptors, watch out for the Raptors.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
And
know when
they
I was
made
on
the
the
playoffs.
Raptors bandwagon. I give you that.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, called his sons. I called the Raptors. hey. So they made it. I don't think they got enough to beat Cleveland, and I don't think they have enough. I'm gonna say, even though you got Scotty Barnes, once Scotty Barnes on the championship squad, I think he was.
Yeah, he was on the championship for the he was on that
Yeah,
championship team
the
with
first
Kawhi
one.
and all.
But
No,
anybody,
the Warriors. No, that's Harrison Barnes. That's
no,
Harrison.
no,
The
no,
first
no, no.
one.
Scotty
No,
Barnes. He's gonna one with Kawhi.
he was on the
But
one with Kawhi and them. Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
other than that, I don't think
Seven,
anybody else on that team have like championship experience. I know Quickly got a little bit of playoff, but I don't think.
Quickly
You
and
got
RJ
RJ
Barrett.
Barrett who's been doing it at the high level, then playing with
I mean,
Canada.
Ingram, yeah, but I don't think they don't have
Yeah,
enough
I
playoff
think I would
experience.
actually.
Yeah, they don't have enough playoff experience as Cleveland, and we all know it's about to start grinding it down. So them bigs on Cleveland gonna start showing up, like Mobley, like Allen. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a really good series too. The West, unfortunately, I gotta talk about it. This is my thing about the West, right? First of all, I get it. NBA, you want to make your money. Well, why in the hell am I watching the first game on Prime?
Thank
All
you.
the games on Prime. All the games on
Yeah,
Prime.
come on, bro. Come on. That's the part that's pissing me off, because I actually want to see this Blazers matchup, bro. Like, dude, we talk about the Wizards doing wizard things. How stupid is the Wizards? They basically gave away. I forgot his name. Denny. How you say his name? Denny.
Abdian.
Avdia.
Yeah, they basically gave that dude away, and
Yep.
the Trailblazers are over here like, yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna be the first team to make the playoffs with 14 point guards and 18 centers. And we're not playing no 2 guards and no 3 guards. Anything between 2 and 4 does not play. Only 1s and 5s. But yeah, it's funny how the Wizards of all things gave this dude away, and he's having an amazing season.
Yep.
But I want to see that matchup. Unfortunately, I got to watch it on Prime. But I'll sit back and I'll watch it anyway. The good thing about the West is, even though you're gonna see, one of these Trailblazers or I'm gonna say maybe Clippers, Warriors, one of them gonna come out of that game. Them versus Thunder versus Spurs. I think we're gonna see some really good games, even in that first round.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody versus Spurs is going to go any more than 5.
No, it won't go
You know
5.
what? You know what I'm gonna say
But I
this?
think Denver, Minnesota will be a good series.
No. You know what I'm gonna say this? Y'all think I'm joking? Have you ever seen a 4-game sweep or a 4-1 series and every game was good?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see, that gentleman sweep or that sweep by like the Thunder and the Spurs, but all the games are gonna be really good, just because of the teams that they're playing against. Like I said, I think we all said the must see is gonna be Timberwolves Nuggets. That's gonna be the must see matchup. As a matter of fact, I need to set my phone now to just remind me every time that game starts, so I don't miss one. Because the first round is when you just get bombarded. You might miss a game here and there.
Yeah,
But I want to make sure I see all those games. And I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna keep it real short and simple about this Rockets and Lakers matchup. One, y'all know, I would love to see anything more than LeBron take a first round exit, and I would love to see Bronny get cooked like bacon on Sunday every day. But I think this matchup is going to be more about KD. KD, come on, bro. People talk about a legacy matchup. This is your contemporary. You playing LeBron, right? Both y'all old, right? And what's been a knock on Kevin Durant? Oh, you enjoying the 73 Warriors, and anybody could win with that team. Oh, you wore size 12 and not a 14. The Nets would have made this. So, KD, like you say, put your big boy pants on, bro. Like, dude, KD, you playing. I would be like, I'm gonna score 45 every night on LeBron's ass. Like, this has to be the series that he cements. I ain't gonna say his legacy, but he validates his career. Like, I want to see KD go out there and just utterly destroy the Lakers, because this has been the knock on KD.
He's not a leader. This is when he has to lead a team.
Yes.
Now,
Gentlemen.
What?
I'm just saying.
When have we ever seen Kevin Durant do that?
But this has to be
his point. That's his point. He better do it now, or he needs to just go away.
Yeah, this has to be. If he doesn't do it this series, and like I say, he's playing against LeBron, and the first thing he was in, oh, look at all the amazing things 45-year-old LeBron is doing. I am going. This is when you playing your dad, and you need to put the nail in his coffin. This is when you retire your dad.
Yep.
Like, this need to be that series that makes LeBron rethink about if he want to come back next season.
Larry,
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but this is what I need to see from Kevin.
Okay. All right.
Don't listen to Serious because he's negative. He's just.
I'm not.
Bro, if this was the Lakers versus anybody else, I would be on board.
I ain't afraid no ghost. Why are you afraid of the Lakers?
Dude, there's no Luka.
Why are you afraid of the Lakers?
I'm not afraid of the Lakers. I know the Rockets. I know the Rockets.
Then talk like that. You like the Lakers? Anybody?
No. It could be the Rockets versus
Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is not going to play. He's got that open.
He's not playing, right?
Rockets versus anybody.
No. And this need to be the game that you go out there and you cook him.
The Rockets have to win game one. They have to win game one.
Absolutely. Is Luka playing serious?
No.
Did he come back
from Spain? He's flying back from Spain on Friday. So
why they let him go overseas?
Because my assumption is no. I don't think he's playing game one.
No. Overseas, get treatments that are not available here in the States. Remember years ago when Kobe went to Germany for the PRP because there weren't good PRP shots here? You can go over
and get why they let him go overseas?
Because he can get treatment overseas that's not available.
No. That's what I'm saying. The treatment. Yes. He's allowed to get a treatment that you're not allowed to get. Why did the league let him go overseas?
Because
not the Lakers.
Because they want
and he's on the Lakers. And he's on the Lakers. That's why.
What do you know? What do you know about
Listen, Kobe, Luka? What team did they play for? The Lakers.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Europe.
That's diabolical that the league let him go to Spain to get a treatment that that is illegal in the States, so that he can play in the playoffs because it's the Lakers.
Where's that guy who undercut Kawhi and twisted his ankle? We need somebody to come in and go right for that hamstring. Hey, look. Oh yeah, you got that.
Luka's playing by game 3. Watch and see. Luka's gonna be playing by game 3. Watch.
Okay, so he's not playing game 1 or game 2, right? Seriously?
He's not playing game 1. He's flying back Friday. He's definitely not playing game 1, but he probably will end up trying to suit up and test it out game 2.
Look, I'm gonna put it like this.
What was it?
Same thing with AR-15. Same thing with AR. AR is trending towards being ready to go by game 1. Luckily for them, game 1.
He was supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks,
bro.
Listen to me. AR is probably going to try to play game 1. Game 1 is Saturday.
Luka took him to Europe with him, bro.
Wow, that's diabolical. That's diabolical.
If Bronny plays more than 5 minutes and we lose this series, I'm gonna be really pissed.
Be really pissed.
I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed.
You better be really pissed.
Wow,
Look,
I mean that's diabolical. I don't like that. But either way, I saw like I just leaned back on the Christmas Day game where the Rockets just smacked up the Lakers, and they had everybody at their disposal. I think for that game, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about the Lakers at all. I think they don't really have the size. They have fake size. They can't really
that's what I'm
muscle up.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
You
KD
don't have
need to go
size.
nuclear. KD need to go nuclear. KD need to go nuclear. You know what? And serious, you talking about Udoka need to be fired? Stone's ass needs to be the hell out of Houston.
Yes.
If they lose this series,
yes.
When he go to his office and try to open his door, the key should not work. Like he should go to swipe his badge and it should just go.
Yes.
He should not even be able to get into the parking lot.
Approaching people on the street, but if the Rockets lose this series, when your general manager goes to get gas at the quick fill or the 76 or the Circle K,
look,
he needs to get streamed on.
Yep.
Dude,
yep.
Because he's the most egregious one of all. And think about it, not even just the fact that we never replaced a point guard. Steven Adams went down and we didn't even get another bid. We just said we got 67-year-old Clint Capella. He can hold it down. No. I don't trust that dude's birth certificate. He probably like 10 years older than what he is. Dude, that dude looks old. I'm just saying.
He can't play youth basketball right now, man.
Bro. Yeah, so I think that's who need to be fired. But yeah, I think this is the series that KD needs to like. He needs to show that he is the man. And if we don't see it, then we need to blow it all up.
Yeah, we need to blow it all up then. But we'll see. We'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? That game starts. That series starts Saturday. It's the last one of the four that kick off on Saturday afternoon.
I'm gonna be more pissed if I gotta order Peacock to watch one of these games. Or
yeah, I mean, check your local provider. I mean, Amazon Prime has got the lock on the play-in. I mean, they paid the money for it. That's what you got to do. That's the name of the game of the league. It's funny, like these guys don't play as much. They do load management and all that garbage, but the league, all these streaming services are paying all these money for these games. It's crazy. So this is where they get their money's worth.
It's like $70 billion they got in these TV deals.
Yeah,
close enough.
It's a lot of money. So, but this is why you get those deals during the season. I don't know who tunes into Peacock, who turns on Prime to watch these games. But for the playoffs, that's where you're gonna go. That's where you're gonna go.
Man, it's gonna be.
I mean,
it's gonna be
the UConn
NBA playoff.
Michigan game was one of the highest rated games, right? Like, and I think that game was on
ESPN.
That was no, the UConn Michigan game was on Max, HBO Max, as well as the regular station, right? So,
I thought it was ESPN. Oh no, TBS.
No, the women's championship.
The women's game was on ESPN. That can go to ESPN Plus, but then the men's game was on TBS. To your point, but if you didn't have HBO Max, you could stream it on Max. So, and that's why you pay the money for it. So it's big business.
I mean, I'm okay with that when you're giving people options, but like I have to watch Prime to watch the play-in game.
Right.
That's what
it's crazy. I already have Prime, right? Like my wife, has I think her boyfriends are the Prime drivers. If she's watching, I apologize. But like Amazon Prime comes to the house every day checking on her. When they don't come to the house, they check on her. Like, hey, is she okay? Because there's packages every day that come to my house. If there ain't a package coming to my house, they pull up. It's like, is Mrs. Jordan okay? So I mean, I already have Prime. You know what I'm saying? So so it's not a big deal for me. Like, obviously there's shows on Prime that I love to watch.
I don't want to hear that, Barry.
The problem with that is this: a lot of times, most of us we try to watch multiple games at a time.
Yeah, he's spoiled me on the multi-view. He's spoiled me on the multi-view, bro.
Okay, a lot of us don't have the ability to get YouTube TV and all this multi-view nonsense, right?
Right.
We don't. I can't afford it. Let me be honest. If I got YouTube food and YouTube TV, I need to eat because I got to feed my damn dog, right? I ain't got that. If it's on, say, ESPN or Fox or even NBC, right? I can watch the Yankee game on Yes. I can have I can do like on my tablet, I can minimize one screen and I can watch something else. Bro, I'm not trying to, or I can just flip back and forth. I can't flip back and forth when the damn game is on Prime and the Yankee game's on Gotham Sports and the Ranger game is on something else. And then this game is on. Jesus Christ, man, how many fucking. Sorry.
yeah,
How many
it's the frustration.
How many freaking devices do I have to have?
14.
That's what frustrates me because I like to flip around or have the multi-view. So multi-view is king in my house, right? At least when I'm watching. I don't have that option. Like I can't do a multi-view with the Yankees game because I only got Yankees on Fubo. The Fubo doesn't have a multi-view, and then Fubo doesn't have Peacock and NBC. They won't.
Right.
Oh, sorry, almost spilled the beans. But the Peacock's not on Fubo. So there's just a lot of issues with that. And then to your point, the Rangers game, Fubo finally got SNY, which is awesome. But again, I can't watch the Yankees and the Mets game at the same time. No multi-view. That's YouTube. They don't have SNY. They don't have So it's just painful. But when the Knicks and one thing that I wanted to ask you guys too, you know where I'm going to go with this too. Now all the first round games are exclusive to these bigger streaming and networks like Peacock. I can't watch the first round game on MSG. I can't hear Uncle Clyde talking about wheeling and dealing, spinning and winning, and hooping and swooping and swishing and dishing, and because of the money.
But the thing is, they could have got this money and still let the local network, the local team network, do this because you're already getting money from them. You're already getting money from them.
But they want the ratings to be exclusive to the bigger networks so that they can sell the advertising space. It's diabolical what they're doing. I don't know. Seriously, when you guys watch your Rockets on the first round, where do you watch the game? On the like TNT or ESPN back in the day, or do you watch the local broadcast?
I used to. I mean, when I had the league pass, I would pop on the local broadcast.
Right. So everybody loves the local broadcast. That was why the ESPN and TBS, all them complained. They complained because people weren't
Larry may have a different answer because I mean he's in the area.
They have their own network now. So it's
exactly
Astros and somebody else, but they have their own network now.
What's that called? The Texans? What's it called? The network?
I forgot. Don't hold me to it. I gotta go.
H-Town or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Space City network.
Space City.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Space City
but
has all of, but you can't like say if it's a first round game and it's on Prime, they'll block it out. I can't even watch it like on the I'll get it on like the local channels. They block it out too, so it forces you to go to like the streaming network. But it's
and that's the thing because now you got the big markets, Larry. Like Houston's a big market. There's a lot of people there. New York, obviously, big market. Denver's a pretty good sized market, but LA is a big market. Those local networks would suck up all the ratings and all the views where the advertising dollars are going into like now this year Peacock and ESPN, they're not getting any love. So outside of they might get the Lakers game in like Utah, but the Laker game in LA where the major market is, they're not getting that number. That's what they want. So but it's crazy, man. I want to watch the Knicks game on MSG. I want to hear Clyde. I want to hear Mike Breen if he's going to do the game. Probably not Mike Breen. He's on the ESPN, but that's what I want to hear.
And like I said, even here, like, dude, we used to watch both. But like if it's a local game, and I get it, everybody's not going to have money for playoff tickets, right. But if it's a local game, they basically just block it out. But I don't know about how MSG works, but the way Space City works, they're only available on I think it's like 2 providers here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's only on I think DirecTV and Xfinity, right? So they have their own network that you have to go to one of these providers for. Like you can't get it nowhere else if you want to watch local Houston sports, right? And then imagine somebody paying to get one of these services to say, okay, I want to be able to watch all the Rockets games. And they tell you, you know what? But because the NBA sold that package to Prime, you pay for the service, but you can't watch the local games. The network don't have it.
Yeah,
You got to get something else.
Mhm.
That's the part
Yeah,
that
I mean,
I don't like.
yeah,
Because
I think for us, like for streaming services, there's only two that get that game. It's Fubo TV and it's Direct TV Stream or Direct TV, right? Cable, you can get it on Cablevision, and then I think you can get it on a couple others that But I think used to be Frontier, but that's gone. I don't know about Spectrum, so it's
Frontier's still
difficult.
around, bro. Frontier's
What's
still
that?
around outside New York. It's still around.
Yeah, in Connecticut, it's gone. So Frontier is an internet service now. You had to have YouTube TV to couple with Frontier, and now
Right.
Frontier is bought by in Connecticut. They were bought by I want to say Comcast.
Yeah.
I think it was either Comcast or Spectrum, one of the two. So
Well,
like
Comcast and
Frontier's
Spectrum
gonna
are the
be
same
gone.
Comcast
What's
and
that?
Spectrum are the same company, just different
Yeah.
names.
Yeah,
It's Comcast,
yeah.
it's Spectrum, it's Xfinity. That's all one company.
Yeah. So So I mean, I hate to go into this, but long story short, the local markets are suffering because they can't carry these games
Yep.
because the big networks are just squeezing them out. And
Yep.
to me, it's just not cool.
sucks.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So the more of the story is, if you want to watch the play-in tournament, you need to jump on Prime. That's
Yeah.
the moral of the story. Unfortunately,
Absolutely.
Ask one
And
of
it's
your
a
friends
tight
who got
game right
Prime
now.
Video right
yeah, it's
now,
tight game right now. I mean, 28 seconds, 111, 108. Miami Heat are holding on to a slim margin
Wow.
right now.
Scrappy team, man. Scrappy team.
Again, it's the Spo effect, man. It's the Spo effect. Before we get out of here, I wanted to talk baseball, but I'm in a foul mood, so I'm not doing that today.
Yeah, we're talking draft.
Bro, I don't
Yeah.
look, I don't have Steve on here to talk me off the ledge, man. So
Well, and Unk is gonna cut a promo that it's gonna be a lot of bleeping
you
on the
have
back
to
end.
you have to dump a lot.
yeah, look, I'm
If
trying
we're
to.
gonna have to bleep him out if he started talking Yankees because I know he.
Yeah, because I don't know what this. It was 6-zip when I turned it off.
It's 7-1 right now.
Of course it is.
It's 7-1 right now.
Top of 9.
Top 9. So
I will say this: it's a damn shame what the Phillies did last night to the Cubs. I watched that game. I had to turn it. I was like, bro.
There's a lot of
shame.
games that had 6+ runs or something like that.
Yeah, Yankees won. Yankees won.
10+ runs. So 4 games with 10+ runs. There were 6 games with multi-home run games with 2 players with multi-home runs. It was just one of those nights. But it's early, so I'm not going to get overly upset. But yeah, let's talk draft.
You're not, because I get the messages from you.
We get
You know what?
Unk is in there. Unk is in there hard talking about the Yankees.
He be the only one in there talking too.
And no, he be talking to himself because I'm like, I can't do
They
this.
gonna hear these messages. They gonna hear me.
That's my
They gonna hear me, damn it.
That's my business space because the dog is tired of hearing it. He's like, bro, go talk to somebody else.
All right, so check this out, man.
Hey,
hang on. One thing I want to talk about real fast. Last night, Yankees won that, 11-10. But damn, it's good to see Mike Trout hitting home runs, man.
It is.
It really is.
I mean, it's early, bro. I mean,
it's April.
It ain't training camp season yet.
Yeah, but we got 5 years where we barely saw this guy play baseball. Where before that, we were saying he was one of the best players maybe to ever play. I don't want to put him in that category, but he was on track to be one of the greats, and he just could not stay healthy.
600 home runs right now. He's in his 16th year. He only has 400 home runs.
It's crazy. It's
Joel
crazy.
Joel Embiid.
No, but Joel Embiid's injured to be injured. Mike Trout, I feel like it's just bad luck with him. But he had 3 MVPs, right? 3 MVPs.
He wanted to stay with a losing team.
Yeah.
Because
he could have moved. He could have
likes
moved.
living in Anaheim. You know what I'm saying? And on the coast there, it's nice. Nobody bothers him. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of rich people around there, so he can walk. He can go grocery shopping, and he can see all the Eagles games come September.
Yeah, I didn't want him in New York, but he definitely should have been a Philly. Like that's his hometown. That's where he should have pulled up and posted up. And like he's turning into like Kevin
Yeah,
Garnett,
nice.
where he's not going to get out of there. He's never going to leave.
They play
Garnett-
September baseball.
Mike Trout's not a winning player. I'm just gonna say it. He's not a winning player. Shohei Ohtani came to the Angels, looked around and said, "Yeah, nah, I'm not staying.
I'm out.
I'm not staying here. I'm out because I want to win. I want to go to the playoffs." When have you ever heard Mike Trout say, "I want to go to the playoffs"? Never. Mike Trout.
I mean, he's never healthy enough at that point in the season to even talk. But that team is so out of the playoffs.
He's a generational talent with a loser's mentality. He's just happy to be
I don't want to say a loser mentality. That's mean. I feel like that's mean to him. Like
after 16 years, right? At some point, you want to hold the owner accountable. At some point, you want to say to the organization, "Bruh, do something different."
I mean, maybe he didn't want to do it like that. Maybe he didn't want to, play the game like that. But like they were making the playoffs, just weren't doing much.
They haven't made the playoffs.
They brought in players that didn't work.
He's been to the playoffs one time, Barry. One time.
No, I know, I get that, but like it's not like they didn't like completely try. They brought in players that didn't work. Like Rondon was a disaster. Like
everybody knew it was gonna be a disaster. Everybody knew it, and then you held on to him.
I just don't want to hang it on Mike Trout. I really don't.
I will.
I just really don't. I don't.
You don't have to.
Not everybody's like that though. Not everybody is gonna go. It's not like basketball where you go into ownership and demand a trade. When you sign a big contract. You can do it
behind the scenes. Shohei Ohtani told the owner behind the scenes, and he never did it publicly. He let the owner know, "Listen, do something different, or I'm out of here." Artie Moreno said. Artie Moreno, who should have traded him, by the way, when Ohtani said, "I'm not signing a contract with you because I want to go to the playoffs." Instead of signing him and getting gobs of stuff,
you
let him walk for nothing. Aaron Judge has let it be known that he talks to ownership all the time. He doesn't say what he talks to him about. He's never criticized them, but it's out there that he's holding them accountable. Mike Trout could and should have done the same thing. He chooses not to because he's more interested in being able to watch the Eagles play football than he is about winning a World Series.
I mean, that's possibly fair. I just don't want to. I don't. So mean. So mean. I don't want to call him a loser, but yeah. I mean, he could change his situation if he wanted to. God,
Mike Trout holds a full no trade clause.
Come again?
He holds a full no trade clause,
which means that he wanted out.
He wants to be there.
I want to go to this team, and they have to.
He would have been out. He would have been out if he wanted to be out.
I didn't know he had a no trade clause.
Full no trade, not a partial. Full.
Yup.
So if he wanted to be gone, to your point, he can be gone.
That means I'm here as long as I want to be here, and if y'all
maybe he just wants to play baseball. He's not worried about winning the chip.
I think he's collecting his checks.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Wouldn't that mentality kind of validate Chandler's statement?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, because I wasn't aware of the full no trade. Now that you put it in perspective. Maybe he just wants to play baseball and he doesn't really care about winning.
Nah, this is where I would kind of side with you a little bit, CK. Not just the fact that team has been horrible for how long. I mean, I'm gonna say
10 years.
When they tried to get like Rendon and all them, they did try to make a couple of improvements. So I'm gonna say that they did try to make some changes around there, but not the fact that you have a full.
Oh my God, Kobe White. Let's go.
Hornets won, didn't they? Hornets won?
No, they tied it up. They were down by 3 with 12 seconds to go. Kobe White basically hits a fall away three on the
He
baseline.
should be a.
Should be a rocket.
Yeah, should be. But
That's a Tar Heel, by the way.
yeah, no, yeah.
Wow.
But
This is
I'll say this:
bananas.
not the fact that Mike Trout is just has a full no trade clause. He's in California.
Mm-hmm.
I would have won out just because my paychecks are getting crazy taxed.
Yes.
That 400 and something million is a whole lot more money if you was in another state.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
Texas. Anywhere.
Yeah,
Anywhere else but California, bro. Yeah,
It
bro.
never rains in Southern
I'd have been out of there.
California.
Bro,
I did want to ask a question to the groups that's a non-team specific baseball question. What do y'all think about the ABS so far?
Love it.
I love it. It's
Love
exposing your boy Hernandez, right? What's his name?
No, CB Buckner. CB Buckner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the worst umpire God ever created. And then he doubled down and said, "You don't think I could do better? Here's the worst one. He made CJ Buckner." Okay,
Yep.
like awful. I mean, and some of them is just so egregious that he misses. That and I think one umpire threw somebody out. It was like, get the call right, and they didn't challenge it, and he still threw a guy out. There was one I can't remember who it was. I think it was a Cubs game or something like that. But like, I love ABS. I think it moves very quickly. I think the crowd in the stands get behind it. They love to see it when they get it wrong and stuff, but it's not disrupting the flow of the game. I think it's good to have a set amount of challenges, maybe bump it up a couple because the calls are just so bad. But I love it. I think it's great.
Actually, I think what they could do, and they wouldn't even have to tell people they're doing it. You could go full automatic balls and strikes. Here's what you do. You have a buzzer in the umpire's pocket. On every pitch, it buzzes, strike or not. If it don't buzz, it's a ball. If it buzzes, it's a strike. The umpires look like geniuses now. They look like they get every call right. You eliminate the aspect of the arguments and all that about balls and strikes. But listen, the umpire, even the home plate umpire, there's still many things for him to look at. Okay? He has to look at bunts. He has to look at foul balls before they get to the bases. There's a lot of things for him to manage. Take that off his plate. The game will move better because you can still argue check swings. You can still argue a lot of stuff, right? But you take the element of getting it right away from them, and you free the game up.
I mean, I like getting it right when you need to get it right, when it's like a strike call and it's just obviously like, you got umpires are terrible. But I like the human element of the umpire, where it's just off and they call it, or you know what I mean? Like that really, adds to the lore and the intrigue of the game. So I like if you just have to, a pitcher has to be in that direct zone and can't expand it like Maddox used to. It kind of takes away from the effectiveness of the pitchers a little bit. That's why I kind of push back. But I agree with you. Like, it's got to get right. Like, there's so many calls that are egregiously bad.
Right.
Like, you just can't let a game end on a horrific call. Like, we'll all talk about the perfect game in Chicago, Angel Hernandez. That was just egregious. You had to do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
But the problem is, I'm old enough to remember when if you threw the ball 3 inches off the plate, you consistently hit the catcher's mitt. Umpire would start calling the strike.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the hitters had to adjust. The problem is these hitters can't adjust because everybody's trying to hit home runs.
Right.
And you have pitchers who are all they're concerned with is velocity, so they don't know how to pitch.
Right.
You have to mitigate how we've made these kids basically clowns. Because you got pitchers who can't pitch, you got hitters who can't adjust.
Right. Well, they're all strikeouts or home runs.
We have to use the technology to basically keep everybody in the strike zone. Otherwise, we are going to have these slogs of ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, strike 1, strike 2, foul off, ball 4. I don't want to see guys walk in the park, and I don't want to see a bunch of strikeouts. I want hitters to actually hit. I want pitchers to actually learn how to pitch. But if we're not going to do that, then let's get the balls and damn strikes right. If we can't do nothing else, let's get that right.
It's just the purist in me. I love the ball. I love the ball a couple inches off the plate that gets called a strike. You know what I mean?
So
But
what?
yeah, but
But
I want to get it right too. It's that yin and yang, man. It's that push
yeah,
and pull.
yeah.
I think that's kind of where my head's at with it. But I mean, through the first couple weeks of the season, I feel as though it has helped get the calls correct, which is the point of the
Mm-hmm.
whole song and dance. I don't think it slows the game down too much. I'm all for it. I don't want to go to artificial umpires at the playoffs like that, but if they can challenge stuff and excuse me. Oh God, excuse me. If they could challenge stuff in the NFL, they could challenge stuff in basketball, then yeah, you should be able to challenge stuff in Major League Baseball. And to your point, Villain, maybe they up the ability to challenge from what it is now to a couple more. But that also the coaches and the team has to understand, we have X amount of challenges left. This is a long game. You can't blow your wad in the second inning. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
it's very, very
I,
important.
I think one thing that you notice too, Sirius, that it does get bogged down a little bit if you're holding on to your challenges in like the eighth, ninth inning. Now they're just challenging to challenge, or the catchers are
Yeah.
just challenges to burn it through them. So that slows it down a little bit. But I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. I think it needs to be there because we've watched Sirius and we've watched Aaron Judge get called out on some BS off the plate sliders that if there was an ABS challenge, he'd still be hitting and he
Yeah.
would probably have more home runs. And it just got to the point as a Yankee fan watching Aaron Judge get screwed on so many low ball pitches. It's the low strike that he gets screwed on that you had to do something. You know what I mean?
I could go back to the big hurt, Frank Thomas.
Yes, yes.
The Philly first, Ryan Howard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tall players,
Yep.
tall players will constantly get called out on low strikes that weren't strikes. So yes, this has cleaned up a lot of that. It's cleaned up a lot of that, and I like the ABS for that. Here's where cats now are because they taught these new players not to swing at high balls. Now pitchers are exploiting the top of the strike zone because those used to be called balls. Now they're being called strikes. Okay, so you took away the low egregious call, and now you're giving me the chest high, which was always in the rules, by the way. It was chest to knees. That was the strike zone, chest to knees. It's always been a strike. Now they're actually calling the one at the chest. So it is what it is. I like ABS because these umpires are so arrogant. I want automatic ball strikes simply because of the CB Bucklers and Angel Hernandez's of the world, because I hate them. Terrible. But I do like ABS. I think it's helped a lot. Even last night, Grisham in his at bat flipped the call. It went from 1-2 to 2-1. He wound up hitting the home run. It matters,
and that makes a really big difference, right? Because going 1-2, 2-1, 1-2, you're at the pitcher's mercy. They could throw a slider in the dirt, especially as a left-handed hitter. He could have thrown a back foot slider and rung him up.
You got to
swing.
To
2-1, you got to swing to protect. 2-1, most likely the pitcher's got to come with a fastball, or they got to come with a pitch they know they got to get it over the plate, so you can zone in. It's a real big difference. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with you. As the Hornets are taking control right now.
I'm trying to watch it, but I'm watching 13,000 commercials on Prime, and I can't get the doggone game. You know what?
I think you're in the wrong one.
Before we get out of here, man, next week we'll do a full draft preview, but the draft is next week. Right now, as we currently sit here, there's really not much movement at the top with the Raiders, Jets. We got the Cardinals, we got the Titans, and we got the Giants at number 5. I'm pretty sure the G-Men are gonna and their fans are gonna do a little preview or post show.
I got 2 questions.
Yeah, what
I got 2 questions. First one is, can we get Ty Simpson's representation to represent us? I have never
Oh
seen
my God.
I have never seen a more mediocre damn quarterback get this much attention. Ty Simpson played 15 games. He is mediocre. He was mediocre in college. Okay?
They got him coming to us at 21.
He only played 15 plays, so you can't even call him mediocre.
Yeah, like how many games has he played in college?
15. 15
games.
That's not enough football. Like I was mad when he declared for the draft. I knew he was going to come out, but I'm like, this dude ain't ready, man. And like you saw it down the stretch. We talked about it every week on this show. We talk college football. I felt like we talked college football more than any other sport down the stretch. We said the same damn thing. Ty Simpson looked bad. He looked lost, and he just doesn't. He needed more time, and he's going in the NBA draft. And I saw some of his throws at his pro day. He throwing little, 5-yard outs from the back out of the backfield, high and wide. I'm like, what?
But suddenly he's the first. Listen, Carson Beck's gonna be Carson Beck should be a first. I said this, y'all. Y'all know how I used to.
You should be Carson Beck's representation. I know that.
Carson Beck,
you want Carson Beck,
all right. But now, second question is this: why in the hell are the Giants through their all the media outlets, putting out that they might take Jeremiah Love? What is it about Cam Scatterbull that's bothering them that they want to take Jeremiah
coming off a broken leg?
Yeah.
I'm looking at right now.
They got Tracy. Like, why would you?
Well, I mean, but you could never have too many backs, and like I feel like they think Tracy is like he's a system guy. I don't feel like they think he can be
Jeremiah Love. If you have Jeremiah Love, there's no need for you to have Cam Scatterbull. They're not going to work.
I think why they put it out
you can split the carries.
You're not splitting the carries with Jeremiah Love.
You're not making him
down work. Jeremiah. You can flank Jeremiah. I think that's the reason why they putting it out there, because hands down, Jeremiah is the best athlete in the draft. Period.
Oh, absolutely.
Hands down. And that's the reason why you're seeing that teams that quote unquote already have proven starting running backs, they're putting them in that mix to possibly go get it. I think that's the reason why you're seeing it.
Okay. But I don't think you go to the Giants at 5.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
They need
Where does he go?
Line, they need offensive line. They need offensive line, and like you got Caden Proctor. You got Francis McGowan.
You say we need offensive line. We had our best offensive line this past year. The pieces on the line that we have aren't that bad. Now, can we use a young interior guy? Maybe a center? Yes.
You need a wide receiver. You need a wide receiver because you don't know when Neighbors is coming back and how he's going to go.
But you can never have enough linemen, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I really feel like the Giants are going to draft. I don't think they're going to draft a receiver in round 1. I think there's enough talent. There's a lot of good receivers in this draft. You can wait till round 2, maybe round 3, right? I think you go for need. I think, honestly, what the Giants are going to do, they're going to draft one of the kids from Ohio State, one of the linebackers, and they're going to trade Thibodeau. That's what I think they're going to do.
I can see Sony Styles. I can see Sony Styles in here.
Thibodeau fits what you do. So why not keep him and draft the damn linebacker?
Because you're going to pay him his 5th-year contract, which is about $20 million, and then after this year, you got to decide if a good enough, top 5 pick is worth $30-40 million a year.
So keep him one more season, right? Draft an edge guy as his replacement, and then move him at the draft next year.
But you don't have him you don't have his rights next year. This is he's going into his 5th year. After that, you lose him. I can't pass up on technical difficult. What?
Bro, I was just about to say, am I the only one seeing this? Are you serious right now?
Goddamn, Brian. But yeah, you can't.
That's why you need local. This is why you need local coverage.
Who's the other kid? LG from Ohio State. You got Styles and what's the other kid's name?
Caleb Downs.
Caleb Downs, right? Yeah. So I don't see them passing one of those 2 kids. I think the Jets are going to pick up one of them. I think they might get Styles. To be honest with you,
I would rather have Downs. But go ahead.
Yeah, either one fits. I think the knock. I think Bain would be a higher pick if he didn't have short arms.
Which is nonsense.
He checks
He's going to be a monster.
I mean, Bain checks a lot of boxes.
He checks so many boxes, serious. But I think that short arm stuff. I think that's a smokescreen to get him to drop a little bit, so
Yes,
that
it
a
is.
team
It
can
is.
get him
It is.
This mock I'm looking
behind the
at right now
Giants.
has him dropping to 9.
They said that about Warren Sapp, remember? They
Yep,
said that about Warren Sapp.
exactly. Well, Warren Sapp had that off the field issue to your point, but
And
I
now
think
they bring it up
that's a joke. I think
for
that's a
Bain.
smokescreen.
They're bringing up the off the field for Bain.
Yeah, they bring up the car accident that everybody knew about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, which is not fair to him. But like,
Or
yeah,
the family
I
of the
feel
young
like
lady.
yeah. Like you couldn't tell me that the Commanders couldn't use Bain at number 7 to get
Oh my
younger
God.
on that defense. That defense got old really fast this year.
I
So,
got the Commanders
but
going Sunny Styles there. I think the Commanders go
yeah,
Sunny
yeah.
Styles below.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good players in this draft. I think the Giants probably will go defense. I would love for them to get a corner, but not at number 5. I think maybe in the second round they got to get the best corner available. Because we have no corners. We really don't. I mean, you talk about linemen. I think I would rather have a corner than a lineman in this draft because I think we signed some guys in off season to help the line. So, but
Larry,
we didn't get any corners.
who's the safety in this draft? Everybody's saying you shouldn't draft him, but who should be a top 5 pick. There's a safety. I can't remember his name.
What school?
From Ohio State. Oh, that's
from Ohio State. He's from Ohio State.
Yeah.
The safety.
You're talking about Caleb Downs.
Yeah, Caleb Downs.
No, Caleb Downs is the linebacker.
Yeah.
Caleb Downs is the safety from Ohio State, bro.
That's what
But they got 2 linebackers in Ohio
No,
State.
you're talking about Sonny Styles, the linebacker from Ohio State.
Yeah.
And then
Reese,
the other one,
April Reese or something like that.
Yeah, April. Yeah, that's the other one.
Okay.
April Reese.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, Caleb Downs. That kid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I see Kyle Hamilton, Ed Reed, Cam Chancellor in that kid.
So do you draft it? Now, one draft I saw Arizona's picking Reese, and then Love's going to Tennessee, and then they have the Giants picking the kid from Miami, the tackle.
Yeah, Francis Magua.
But then
If
what's
I got
that?
a top 5 pick,
Francis Magua. Yeah.
If I got a top 5 pick, I'm taking Caleb Downs.
Arizona's so
They
bad,
got
bro.
Caleb Downs going 10 to the Bengals, which isn't bad.
Arizona is so bad. They just gonna take the best available player.
Yeah, Arizona. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
gotta
absolutely.
take the best available player. They so bad.
Yeah.
But it's,
I mean, they might get Angel Reese. I don't know what they're gonna do. They need help at every position, including quarterback. I think. Well, they traded Murray. Who are they? Who do they have at quarterback?
No, they still got
and Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew. They got Gardner.
So he's a bridge guy until they find a quarterback.
So if I'm Arizona, here's what I do. I take Carson Beck. I trade back into the first round, and I take
big spokesman.
But I don't think you need. But I don't think you need to trade back in the first round and get him. I think you can wait it out to the second round to get back.
I want the 5th year option on him. I want the 5th year option so I can sit him the first year.
All right. So
right,
then what do you give up to do that? What do you give up to do that?
I'll give you a couple thirds to get back in the first round. I'll give you 2/3. And this year's
you're
draft,
gonna pick swap. You're gonna pick swap the second and the first to move back a couple spots, but then you're gonna give them 2 extra thirds for back.
So trade with Kansas City. Kansas City has 2 1s. So take Kansas City's 29th pick that they got from the Rams and go back in their first round there and pick up Carson Beck if that's what you should choose.
You can get Beck in the 4th round. Why would you? I wouldn't even do that.
Larry, listen to me. Listen to me. Trust me on this. Right? Trust me.
He wants control. Bro. He wants control.
No, I want that 5th year because I don't want him playing the first year.
Dude, because you know why I say this, dude? I'm just cynical like that, bro. When you start looking at the second tier quarterbacks, right? Your your Nussmeyers and your Becks and
I don't believe Carson Beck is in second tier.
Even your Drew Ellis. To me, I feel like you're splitting hairs, bro. I just feel like you're splitting hairs at that point.
But I don't believe Carson Beck is the second. I think Carson Beck is the second best quarterback in this draft.
I mean, and that's your opinion.
I'm telling you what I would do. I'm telling you what I would do if I were running the Arizona Cardinals.
I've seen a whole lot of bad bet, bro. I've seen a whole lot of bad bet, bro.
Okay, Larry, how often do you see me change my mind on college quarterbacks? When I tell you they're trash, they wind up being trash.
I mean, you're not changing your mind. I'm just saying is that I've seen a whole lot of bad Carson Beck.
I've been killing Carson Beck since he was a freshman.
And all of a sudden you resurrect him. You're his agent. He was PR. You were doing his Instagram, his Twitter.
I wouldn't pay. I mean, I get you saying you want the extra year, but I wouldn't pay him first round quarterback money.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you this. And you can book this. Carson Beck's gonna try to be the best quarterback in this draft, and I'm including Fernando Mendoza in that. And I'm including Fernando Mendoza.
He got fouled twice.
127, 126.
No, the defense
on there.
I told you don't do it. I told you, y'all people better start listening to me. All right,
Charlotte, man.
Listen to the old man when he tells you stuff. We know things.
You know what's a damn shame? You know what's a damn shame? These two teams should be the 7-8.
Yes, they should.
Not the Sixers and not the Magic. One of these teams the Heat doesn't get to move on. They're one and they're out. Both these teams
should be a Rocket.
Isn't there another game for them? There's not another game for losing team.
Here, that should be
no. So if you lose to 10-9, you're out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's the guy that should be on the Rockets, bro.
Bridges?
Which one?
No, Melo.
Yeah, I know.
Ben won Melo.
Yeah, I know. I'm
but you're right. That should have been the 7-8 game. You're absolutely right, because both of these teams deserve to be in the playoffs. And yes, they're gonna get beat by a 1 seed or 2 seed, but it will be Barry, was it you that said it, or Sirius? It'll be 4-1, but every game will be entertaining.
Yeah, every game will be close. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I'm Detroit with Cade Cunningham just coming back off of his injury and stuff, this is a Charlotte team I don't want to face.
Oh my God!
Didn't Charlotte beat them? I think Charlotte beat them.
Yeah, I think they beat the D's down the stretch.
They beat the brakes off the Pistons.
Yeah, Charlotte's a dangerous team, man. Like I would not want to face this team.
Listen, if Charlotte is going to upset somebody in the playoffs, it's going to be a Baron Davis, Dikembe Mutombo upset in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
They're gonna mess everybody money up.
The good thing I do like about this Hornets team, now people seeing how good they can be. So now one of these quote unquote big free agents might be like, you know what? I want to go play with the Hornets.
As long as they're Kevin Durant, I'm good.
They can
Could be honest.
You know what though? Giannis actually fit in that community because, and I keep saying this, Giannis, the big reason he don't want to leave Milwaukee, he don't want to go to a big time city. He's a small town kid. That's what he is.
Well, he wants to be a Knick. He wants to be a Knick.
He's going to be in Golden State.
He's going to
be a Warrior.
The problem with Giannis, if he goes to the Warriors, that's a big mistake. That's 2-3 years too late. But no, that'll be awful. That won't work. It's just because it's over.
Put him in that triangle that they call the triangle up there with Raleigh and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing is, Giannis doesn't want to look like the bad guy.
Right.
And honestly, the most diabolical thing I heard today, Giannis going to the Thunder.
Stop.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Stop. And it makes a lot of sense. It's diabolical because
Chet Holmgren needs to shut up. Get his skinny ass.
It's not even. They can keep Chet Holmgren and still do it because they have so many picks.
So many picks.
Yeah, but it's not going to work under the salary cap.
Yeah, but you can trade
Everything goes
Chat.
down.
You can trade picks and make it work to get
That's what I
Giannis
said.
there.
Trade Chet Holmgren.
Hold on a second. They
Yeah.
want to hold
But Chet don't
on.
make enough money.
Chet.
And they could
Hold on a second.
move these filler picks or get a third team involved. They could do it
Mhm.
because they are literally still sitting on so many draft. They could literally
Mhm.
tell the Bucks, "We'll give you 6 ones," and they'll be like, "Okay, you know what? We still got 6 more ones. We're fine with giving you 6 ones."
Yep. Now remember we used to criticize Sam Presti for stockpiling picks. How's that working out for him?
And now he's got too many. He don't know what to do with because
Right.
it's not like he needs to
Dude.
trade it to get a player. They already won the chip.
The
Right.
crazy part about the Sam Presti thing, and if they did pull the move and get Giannis, the 15th guy on their bench is a first round pick.
Yes, which means he can
That's
play.
the crazy part. That's the crazy part. And you could be like, you know what? Our 15th and 14th and 13th best player are all first round picks. Hey, we just saw with the Trailblazers, that guy Dini, whatever. Hey, we can't find minutes for this guy, but I bet you can in Milwaukee. We can't find minutes for him, but he's a first round pick. Yeah,
Right.
that would be that, like you say, diabolical. That would be utterly. I don't even know how to describe it, bro. That would.
You know the only drawback, right? You know the only drawback is Giannis can't stay healthy. But the Thunder don't need him to stay healthy.
They need to. You can limit his minutes. You could limit.
Restrict his minutes, but he can be, and he doesn't need to go to to Thunder to be a number one guy.
Right.
It
Right.
fits him perfectly. The closer, he always needs a closer. He can put up 40, 20, but he needs a closer like Middleton or Holiday. He has a closer in
Yeah.
But you
SGA.
could take the ball out of his hand and just say,
And
"Yes,
Jalen
you go catch it.
You got,
go catch
you got,
this."
you got Jalen Williams, bro.
Dude,
That's diabolical. I heard that and I cringed and I was like, Golden State KD all over again.
But it makes so much sense, though. It makes
so
sense.
much sense.
Yes, that's why that's why it's diabolical, because it makes sense on so many
It
levels.
makes sense from a basketball standpoint. It makes sense from a financial standpoint. It makes sense from who he is as a human being standpoint. Anybody in Oklahoma City? Except people who live there.
They building a new arena, but that's about it.
Yeah, another small community. It's him and his family.
That would be that. You don't just put the West on notice. You would put the entire league on notice.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be
one of those trades that, like a Chris Paul veto.
He said Chris Paul veto.
Yeah, that would be when you have to, like, man, the league, can you please veto this?
And I bet you the league wouldn't veto it, LG, because like they would say, "Oh, it's good for the game." Like, putting 2 stars like that in a small market like that, they love that.
You know why? You want to know why too? Keep in mind they're still negotiating with FIBA because they want to do NBA Europe. Having these international stars, Shy, whatever, how you Shea goes, whatever.
Yep.
Canadian, Giannis, African and Greek, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you really want to touch European market? Hey, here you go. The NBA would love that. They would love that.
They in our divisions, man. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Nobody wants. Yeah, I know you guys don't want to see it, but I just saw that today, and it's just like, oh man, that means so much. It was scary to me.
Dude,
but
it's more diabolical that team is that good and they still got that many first round picks. Bro, that's the diabolical part.
Sam Presti needs to go in the Hall of Fame right now as a German. He needs to go there right now.
I feel like they could use a shooter, though. I don't know if you agree. I feel like they could use a shooter.
They just traded for one.
I know.
I'm like, come on.
Like, I feel like sometimes the offense for them, when you watch them, it gets hard for them to score sometimes. But because they don't have a guy that can space the floor.
Dude, you know the crazy part about that is, you know what that team mainly wins on? Well, they offense ain't scoring. You know what they do? They crank up the defense.
Yeah.
You know
Giannis is unbelievable.
You know what Giannis is really good at?
Defense.
Defense. Dude, that would be crazy, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
I would hate to say this. I would hate to try to get a shot up with Chet and Giannis at the goal. That would be.
Well, I mean, Chet's the new Superman. He got the Superman tattoo on.
He's the Superman now.
Did he really do that?
Do he even got enough
No,
arm to
no,
put a
he didn't really
Superman
do
on?
that. But he think he
I'm
could
just saying.
dominate shit. I'm like, dude, if you don't shut your little behind up. Like Shaq cracks out guys bigger than him,
Hey,
man.
I know
Seriously?
it's a painful memory for y'all, but you need to call Chris Dudley and ask Chris Dudley what's that's like.
No, but you know what?
Exactly.
Here's the problem.
Exactly.
People remember Big Shaq. They don't remember Orlando Shaq. Orlando
Exactly.
Shaq, who was leading the fast break, who beat point
Prime
guards up
Laker
and
Shaq.
down court.
I remember that.
Prime Laker shit.
Yeah. The Shaq,
Like 3 years, the 3 years they won the chip, Shaq was a 30 and 20 guy, unstoppable.
the MVP.
Like it was, I hated Shaq at that point because there was nothing you could do with him. He put anybody with size in the league to have a salary because you needed 3-4 guys with 6 fouls apiece to stop him, and it still didn't work.
Even that was
the way he manhandled Mutombo in the finals.
Right.
That was crazy.
But that was Shaq
You
at
guys,
his
I don't.
weight. That was Shaq at his peak weight and his peak post game.
Yeah.
Orlando Shaq was
a
in
problem.
full possession of all his abilities, where he could handle, pass, run, rebound, block, shoot. Orlando Shaq, to me, was the best version of Shaq. Now, it wasn't the winningest version, but it was the best version of Shaq. You see what I'm saying? Because
I felt like he got more skilled in LA in the post. I think his post game was better in LA than it was in Orlando. But to your point, he had Penny that could get him the ball, and Nick Anderson that could space the court, that Shaq could just do whatever he wanted. Right. And then in the LA, he could make a beeline straight down the court to the rim, and you could do nothing. Right. You couldn't move him off the spot. You could do not. I'm telling you, watching that Allen Iverson series on Prime, which was amazing, but watching that series reminded me how bad Shaq abused Dikembe Mutombo, one of the greatest Hall of Fame centers, defensive centers in the league, and he abused that man. Like he should apologize.
Y'all might have been a little bit younger. Y'all might have been a bit younger, but Chandler, I'm gonna bring up. While Chet really shut his mouth up, he better go ask about Orlando Shaq and what he did to that goal.
Bro.
Yeah. I remember when he pulled down the goal in New Jersey.
That's the reason why they have reinforced goals now.
Mm-hmm. That's why they have backup goals, is because of Shaq.
Because of Shaq. Yeah. Good luck with that in the post, bro.
Yeah, these kids are stupid and disrespectful. They don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Listen,
sorry.
right now.
We can handle them.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
If Chet Holmgren played Shaq right now and it took away outside shooting, it just had to be a post game, Shaq would still dominate that young man. Because he would put that shoulder in his chest, them 200, well not 300, but them 290, that 290 Shaq got, and put that in his chest, crack his sternum, and it's a wrap.
Hey,
Miami Shaq would dominate Chet, but we're not even talking about Orlando or LA. Miami Shaq would dominate Chet.
I would sit back and I'll be like, look, shoot them threes you want to. You got 6 fouls. You out of here. You not gonna. I'll let you shoot your 3, but you got 6 fouls. You out of here, bro.
And you think SGA can go toe to toe with Prime Kobe, or at least not? It wasn't even Prime Kobe. It was pre-Prime Kobe, but Kobe back then was a dog.
Again, you can't just. I'm so dumbfounded.
Physically, the skill sets match up. The mentality doesn't.
Yeah,
Shaq doesn't understand what it is to have somebody come and try to take his heart.
You don't even play 82 games. Get lost, boy. I'm done.
Let me get you guys out of here, man. This was a crazy show, man. Next time we convene, man, we'll be full blown and draft coverage and draft talk. We touched on a little bit on tonight, but next week, man, is full draft week, man. So get your stuff together. With that being said, CK, you know what to do. Get us out of here, big homie.
Adopt a senior pet. Drink water. And just remember, senior pets, they're good dogs. I'll see y'all later.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. Larry, man, thanks for coming by, kicking with us, man. Get us out of here, big homie.
And get plenty of senior dog diapers to match yours. Two ply. But yeah, fellas, always good, man. Always good chopping up with y'all, man. Hey, look, like I say, man, we're gonna keep this momentum going. We're gonna jump in some draft stuff. But if you want to get some good draft stuff, you know who's gonna lead off the week. Us Niners boys. We coming back in again. We're gonna lead off the week, getting back into some Niner talk. Hey, look, the Niners.
He
Check
caught the
the
bug.
schedule.
He caught the bug.
Check the schedule,
Yeah,
man.
he did.
We
Yeah,
are.
he
Hey,
did.
look. Hey, we giving the preview from a Niners perspective. We're only talking Niners, but we're gonna give you the heat come starting the week off. If you haven't already, go out there. Our schedule is out there. We got a lot of stuff cooking up. Look, I did 2 back-to-back days. I'm gonna say like this. I'm gonna keep it as a wrap, man. Always a pleasure kicking it with y'all boys, and let's keep this momentum going. Go out, follow, subscribe, everything. We're on everywhere. Go ahead and get it all. We good.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. You know what to do, villain. Get us out of here, big dog.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Everybody for watching. We're live stream on YouTube, on Facebook, and now on Twitter. So that's really exciting. Good stats coming through from there. So you can find us there. Listen, we had 2 shows like they alluded to last night. Orange and Blue Skies, the Niner podcast, 49 Nation, the faithful people over there. Great job they did last night. We got this show tonight. Listen, we got our preview show for WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania week on top
Yes,
of
sir.
all of it. So there's a lot to do talking about the ruler and everybody in between. So we got that going on. The junior execs are doing their thing. They're going to go on Saturday and have their show posted up just before WrestleMania. Then we're doing our reaction shows on night 1 and night 2. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Then we go right back into 49er Nation the following day. So it's a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of great stuff. We're catching this wave. Ride with us, man. Just ride with us, man. Feel me with no hands, my people. Feel me with no hands. But with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.
Yes, sir, man. Yo, it's your boy, Sirius, up in that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and pleasure doing this show on tonight with these individuals. As they alluded to, tomorrow we are back in the building. WrestleMania 42 preview show. The whole gang will be with us, man. Stacey be back in the building. The controversial Corey be with us. Wicked Bitter may pop back through. Miss Sydney, Virginia. I mean, there's so many different places. AB from Nonsense and Deep Thoughts may come out of retirement, come back through, man, talking everything around the world of the WWE and WrestleMania 42, man. And so, as Villain alluded to, we have 2 reaction shows scheduled after night 1 on Saturday night and after night 2 on Sunday night. So those shows will probably end right around 10:30 ish. So expect us to be coming on your airways promptly at sometime around 10:45, 11. And we're gonna run to the wheels fall off, man. If you miss church, catch it online because you sleep, man. Because it's gonna be on the pop, man. I cannot wait. And then, as he alluded to, the kids will be doing their thing Saturday morning, man. We're looking forward to watching our kids talk about wrestling, man. It's not going to be a long show. It may end up being 10 to 15 minutes or something like that, but they want to talk wrestling, man, and we are going to support them in their endeavor, man. With that being said, always close out my shows like this, man. God is good, even though sometimes people are not, man. God bless. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.